Okay, so I want to talk really quickly. It's not going to take long, so I'm going to release it to the public a little later on because I don't want to have people on who take them about 5 minutes to get in, and I don't have that much to talk about. But I was thinking about people getting therapy because of, especially in marriages, right? Especially certain marriages. And they get therapy for years because they're in a marriage with a person that have possibly hurt them and they're still not sure whether to trust them. So I'm going to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta today. And the only reason I keep talking about them because it's some talking points that can relate to not necessarily to my life, but it's everyday life. A lot of folks have to get therapy to deal with somebody who is not interested in changing their ways. Or they might say out their mouth that they want to change or they're going to do better, but they never do better. And so the other person has to keep getting therapy because of another person who refuses to change their ways. For one thing I know is I can't get therapy because somebody else, especially if they are abusive, like people who are going to therapy for narcissistic abuse. I cannot, the best therapy is to get the hell away. That is the best therapy, is to get the hell away. Or I can get therapy after I've already dealt with them and they've done a damage to my psyche. Then I can get therapy, but to get therapy to learn how to cope with somebody who is abusive, that I do not want to spend money on doing. I'm not going to get therapy to cope with an abusive person. And I was talking about Oakley. So has a past of cheating, but it's all behind him now. And Angela Oakley trusts him 100%. And her therapy session that was shown on TV on the finale of Real Housewives of Atlanta, her therapy session was about Charles. And it sounds like the way the therapy session went and the way the lady was responding to Angela, it looked like most of her therapy sessions are about Charles. She don't trust him 100% because she keep getting therapy. Her therapy is all about him. She's getting therapy because of him. For the most part, I think 75% to 80%, if not more, of the reason she gets therapy is because of him. And one thing I'm learning is I cannot get therapy if somebody else in my life don't want to change. I cannot force them to change. I don't want to get therapy because I can't trust them. Therapy not going to help me trust anybody. The person needs to earn my trust. Therapy is not going to help me trust a person who's a cheater. And I got to get therapy because I don't trust them. You don't trust him because he needs to earn your trust. That's why you don't trust him. He's had multiple offenses, not just one. The fact that you're not able to trust somebody is because they might have had multiple offenses. Cheating is not something that's out of his character. Now, if he cheated and it's something that's out of his character, I can see it might take a while to get over it, but it's something that person usually doesn't do. And something had to take place in order for that person to go in a different direction. But if cheating is not really out of his character, if cheating is a part of his character, then the reason you can't trust him because if you don't trust his character. I can't get therapy for that. The person has to be willing to do the work on themselves. I can't get therapy for somebody else to change. I can't get therapy because I'm having trouble trusting a person who has bad character. Like, I can't get therapy for that. The best thing for me to do is split from that person that I can't trust. It's the reason why I can't trust them, and it's not because I'm paranoid. And this is what a lot of people like to do when they have a habit of cheating or when they're narcissistic. When the other person is affected or they don't trust you, they like to gaslight you as if you're the one that's being paranoid when they're the one with the poor character in the first place. That's why you don't trust them. But anyway, I don't have long to talk about that. I just want to talk very briefly. That's why I didn't. That's why I kind of like didn't make this public, because it was going to be really short, and it's easier to do it like this than for me to record something and then upload it. It's easier to do it this way, as a stream. But anyway, I'll talk later. Okay.